going on, Jerome's? So having a seance right now, just trying to visualize Caleb Williams to the Vikings in some way, somehow, reuniting with Addison and Blackman. It would be fantastic. But someone who's been fantastic as well this year is quarterback Kirk, Jerome, Ezekiel Cousins. Now, Kirk is 35. The future is up in the air. He's a free agent after the season. But Kirk, it's frankly playing at a Tier 1 quarterback level so far this year. And, of course, all the talk, because the Vikings are allegedly 0-2, of potentially trading Kirk Cousins. And the spot that makes sense is the New York Jets, where the Jets have one of the best defenses in the league. They have great playmakers in Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall. Also Dalvin Cook. But when they lost Aaron Rodgers, their season went completely down the tubes, and they're rolling with Zach Wilson right now. So Kirk, who was playing at a top 5 level, he's playing at an MVP adjacent level, right away would make the Jets contenders once he gets caught up in that offense. And ESPN personality Mike Greenberg, a noted New York Jets apologist, he can't let it go. He can't let it go. And I love Greeny. Mike in the morning was a big staple of my childhood and whatnot, but this from his show, Get Up. ESPN Greeny is lobbying for the Jets to trade for Kirk Cousins, but understands it's not happening that soon. But he's trying to rationalize it. He's trying to make things happen. He's trying to manifest that in the universe, where he talks about, oh, well, if the Vikings lose to the Chargers and blah, 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 blah. It's fair. I mean, if the season does spiral out of control before the trade deadline, and also if the Vikings and Kwesi and Kevin O'Connell clearly do not see Kirk Cousins as a quarterback moving forward, I mean, you may as well try and get what you can get at this point. And I understand why Greeny is thirsting over Kirk Cousins, because you may not like to hear this, but this is the pinnacle of alpha male status. He absolutely is, man. And Greeny, of course, a dyed-in-the-wool Jets fan. Fully understand. He's probably as big of a Jets fan as I am a Vikings fan, so respect there. And also, I mean, even though the Jets won the Super Bowl, Greeny has had to suffer through a lot of bad Jets football. Like really, really bad. And this year, I mean, all the hopes were up. Bringing in Aaron Rodgers from the Packers, damn the cost, damn the torpedoes, and then the injury right away, Monday Night Football, and then Zach Wilson is still just Zach Wilsoning. Like, this team will be lucky to win 7 games, even with a top 5 defense, and they're probably not 5, because Zach Wilson is just complete garbaggio. Like, he's beyond his depth, and the kid simply does not have it. But all the overtures of the Jets potentially trying to trade for Kirk Cousins, when I mean the Vikings, even though they're 0-2, they showed well the first 2 games, especially in Philly. Kirk has been balling out, playing at an MVP adjacent type level. He's top 5 in most statistical categories for a quarterback, and I think that this is the response that Joe Douglas, aka White Suge Knight, would get if he called Kwesi or Kevin O'Connell and say, hey, nah, it's probably not happening. But I don't know what Kirk wants. Like, I think he wants to stay here with the Vikings, with Justin friggin' Jefferson long term. I think that he sees a great working relationship with Kwesi and Kevin O'Connell. But I mean, if you look at the Jets, well, their offensive line sucks too, but their defense is elite. You got Garrett Wilson there that could sub in for Justin Jefferson, even though he's like the Dollar General version of JJ. And like maybe he sees a way out if the Vikings lose on Sunday. I don't see that happening either way, but also I don't see the Vikings losing. I think Kirk could have a historic game, like in Vikings franchise history. Like, what's the record for touchdown passes a game? Joe Cap was 7. I think Kirk breaks it. Ooh, that'd be spicy, man, spicy. But it just would add another chapter to the dumbest rivalry in sports history. And Greeny, I mean, this talking point ain't going away. Like, yeah, the Jets are probably going to roll with Zach Wilson for another week, and then they'll bring in like the corpse of Matt Ryan, or they'll try and drag Phillip Rivers out of retirement. But I don't see them making a trade. But hey, if they did want to get into the Kirk Cousins business, 2 first-rounders minimum, because you don't have to send next year's first to the Packers for Rodgers now. So 2024 first, 2025 first, and then maybe we'll talk. And then, ooh, I did manifest Caleb Williams. That's right, man. But your thoughts are thoughts. ESPN's Mike Greenberg still thirsting for Kirk, Jerome, Ezekiel Cousins. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.